What's good, chat? It's C-Mac and I am back for another video. Of course, by today's title, we are going to be working with some Air Force Ones, some black Air Force Ones. We feeling a bit more dangerous today again. So we're just gonna get straight into it. I'm gonna show you guys how I use stencils. Drop a like before I get into the video. Make sure to comment, subscribe, and just vibe out. You feel me? You feel me? So let's get into it. So I'm actually going to be using these laces again, so I definitely want to make sure that I am removing them. I always say every single video, start by removing the laces. It opens your canvas all the way up instead of feeling like you need to avoid the laces, just because like the laces are like an extra accessory onto the shoe. Just like the way you put like a belt on a pair of pants or jeans. The laces are kind of like that. You're not gonna customize a pair of pants while they have a belt on, right? So just start by removing those laces. Once you remove the laces, then you'll take your acetone and wipe the entire shoe, basically. Anywhere that you are going to put paint, your fabric, or whatever, however you're customizing your shoe, we are going to acetone those parts. So if I didn't want to paint this part and I'm gonna absolutely leave it all black, I'm not gonna touch the toe tag at all, or the back tab at all. But I am going to be putting some stencil work here across the side of the shoe. So I want to make sure that I'm getting every panel, just because I'm not sure exactly where I'm going to put the paint at. So I'm going to make sure to hit some acetone across this whole side of the shoe. I'm also going to be adding a picture to the toe box. So I'm actually going to hit some acetone on the toe box as well. So I mentioned that I was going to be showing you guys how I use stencils. So basically I use Cricut Design Space and my Cricut machine to create a stencil. In this case, I picked some font that I wanted to use, sent it to my Cricut to get it cut out on some vinyl. So just regular, permanent vinyl will work. So now I'm gonna take this stencil and kind of remove. It's easier if you roll it first, just to get those lines all, but basically weed out that stencil. So once you get your stencil out of the backing off your stencil, you're just gonna go over to your shoe and lay the stencil down exactly where you want it. Make sure to put in, so you want to make sure you get those out. Once you get your whole stencil on there, basically there's gonna be like, it's gonna lift up. So to fix that, because we don't want to airbrush and then get the paint underneath your stencil, to fix that, all you're gonna do is take your heat gun, blow a little bit of heat onto the stencil, and then press your stencil down when it's hot so it adheres well to the shoe. I'm gonna show you. Make sure that your stencil is completely flat. So even though most of the letters, pretty flat, but you also want to think underneath or on top of your Nike swoosh, there's going to be like these little gaps that are still there. I don't know if the camera picks that up a little bit. You can kind of see it. Little gaps. So again, take your heat gun and make sure that you're pressing down so those are completely flat. If you don't do that, when you airbrush, it's gonna look, the overspray is gonna get under there. So now you can see the first few letters have a flat underneath the Nike sign. So you're gonna do that, and you wanna make sure that you're doing it to the entire stencil. even at the creases here and here. Stencil all on the shoe, taped off the entire shoe, not the entire shoe, but just some spots that I don't want any paint to kind of hit around the stencil. So now we got that on, we are just gonna go ahead and feed our airbrush. In my case, I'm gonna do a red, which is like a darker color, so I am not gonna, if it's a lighter color, you probably wanna spray this with white and then go in with your, you know, lighter color, but red is a darker color, so I know I can get it on a black shoe pretty well. And just like that, we got the shoes completed. Let me know what you guys think. Nice, simple, easy custom to do. Let me know what you guys think down below. Let me know what you guys want to see next. As always, make sure to drop that like, comment down below, subscribe, share, stay positive, and you know I'll be back for more videos. Bye.
Get out your feelings and get it yourself. Might got the same shoes, but you ain't gon' step. That shit that you just put out, you could've kept.